Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, back with another great video for you today. And in this video, I am thrilled to be participating in the St. Patrick's Day Decor Challenge, hosted by Cyndi at Mimi's Treasure Cottage and Erin at the Collection Vintage. And if you have not checked out their channels, they really do have some fabulous content, so I will link them down below so you guys can go subscribe. And of course, there will be a playlist for this video, which is always exciting. I love seeing what other content creators have done in their own vignettes and displays for St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch that, so make sure you go give everybody some love, and that the playlist will be available down in the description box. Okay, so the challenge is basically just to create a vignette that is St. Patrick's Day themed, and I have some really fun uranium glass to show in my display, so I can't wait. Let's go. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Well, guys, we are taking a look at my fun vignette here in my kitchen I put together for St. Patrick's Day. Boy, I just love this little area in my kitchen, and it's so fun to fill it with my vintage treasures. Now, if you know me, you know that I love uranium glass and all things depression glass. I also love the industrial look, and scales are always near and dear to my heart because I think they're just so cool. I love that rusty, crusty, and dusty, as Michael Todd always talks about from the cult of vintage. So this is a really fun display, and I'm so happy with how it came out. It's really great. So the main thing in this display that kind of anchors everything down is a French Apothecary scale. I got this in an architectural salvage yard here in town, and I just adore it. This piece is gorgeous. It is just stunning. The green color and the little copper weight on top just make for a beautiful piece. Now, this would have held medicine to be weighed, so you would have weighed out the medicine and then been able to do individual doses from this scale. And it still has the inspection stickers on it from when it was last inspected to make sure that the weights were calibrated properly. So I just think this is so cool. So on top of the scale, I've added some green for St. Patrick's Day, and I've included some of my favorite pieces of uranium glass. I got a few of these from Joni at Vintager's Vintage Glass and China a few months ago, and I think they're gorgeous. The first piece I have here is a Florentine Poppy, that's the name of the pattern, by Hazel Atlas, uranium sherbet. Now, I like the sherbets because they're little and they're easy to display and they're just fun. And then underneath, I also got another piece of Hazel Atlas. I love Hazel Atlas, and it's this really cool, like, block design berry bowl. And then over here, I have another piece of Hazel Atlas. Can you tell that I love Hazel Atlas? I really do. And this is a fun little jello mold. It is marked Hazel Atlas on the bottom. Love that H and A. And then I have a piece of federal glass. This is Georgian Lovebird. It's one of my favorite Depression era patterns. I think it's gorgeous. You can see the little lovebirds there, and then the flower basket on the other side. Just a stunning piece of glass. And I've used some brown to round out all the green, and I've put an old scale weight box in the back. I just think it's really cool, and I just adore this scale. It is stunning. Now, in the very back, I've used an old box of recipes as a riser. Those have all my grandmother's recipes in them. And then on top, I filled a Heisey candy dish that I got from Scott at the old curiosity shop with gold coins for St. Patrick's Day. And next to it, I have my prized 7-Up Bubble Girl bottle. Now, when I found this, I was so ecstatic because I've never found a 7-Up Bubble Girl bottle, and you can always tell that it's the Bubble Girl because it's a girl with bubbles coming up on the side, and I think that's so fun and perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Now, Patrick at Trusty Huckster Mercantile sent me some friend mail, and in it was this really cool vintage swizzle stick. So I thought it would be fun to put it inside the bottle to add a little bit more height. So this is the Eddie Webster's Champagne Dinner for Two swizzle stick, which is perfect, of course, because drinking is a big part of Irish culture, so that's really fun. And then I have my grandmother's baby cup. Now, my grandmother remembers my great-grandmother putting it in the sugar, so they used this as a sugar measure for most of her time growing up, and that's just so special, so I included it here. I like the silver and the brown. I think it kind of rounds out all the green. I also have a really cool piece of advertising, and that's another thing that's very near and dear to my heart, is good graphics and good advertising. And this is a tobacco tin with the 4-leaf clovers on it, 3 caps of tobacco, Wild W and Ho Willis, Bristol, London. I think this is such a cool tin, and I love the clovers on the front. It's just so perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So I've got that here. And then I have my set of uranium glass furniture slides. These are also Hazel Atlas. I got these from Thrift U. And don't worry guys, I am going to show the glow momentarily. I just think these are so cool. I don't think you'll be able to see the H&A mark on the bottom because it is very small, but these are neat and they would have been on furniture. Now, this is the fun thing. I have a little darling Lefton St. Patrick's Day figurine. I think he is so cute. Look at this little leprechaun fella. Isn't he darling? And he's got his little Lefton sticker. I just adore him. He is fun. Now this is Lefton Trademarks Exclusive Japan, which I think, if I remember correctly, dates this to the 1950s. The stickers have different markings, and you can look up online and see what years your Lefton piece was made based on the sticker. But this little guy is just so fun for St. Patrick's Day, so I adore him. So of course I had to include him in my vignette. And I've used a piece of uranium glass as a riser. This is Knife and Fork. It is a wonderful little pattern. And on top of it, I have included my great-grandmother's potato masher. And then inside of it, I have put my Clover brand grinding compound, which I just love, the Clover graphic on the front. And of course, it's rusty and crusty, so it's just looking really cool there. I adore that, so that's really fun. And then I've got some more uranium glass for you, of course. I've got Romanesque by L.E. Smith. That's that plate in the back. I got that from Dallas City Vintage. Jay, he had an all uranium sale, and I just adore this. I think it's just wonderful, really beautiful pattern. And then my very favorite pattern in all of glass is, of course, Indiana's tea room pattern. This is a little hard to find, but when you do find it, it's exciting. So I have the celery bowl and the salt and pepper shakers there, and an old little tin that's got some cotter pins in it, just to round out that green. And of course, my Hazel Atlas crisscross refrigerator dish, or Friggy, as a riser. I think that's just fun. Now over here I've got some flower frogs, and I love flower frogs. I think they're fun, and the green colored ones are my favorite. So I've got a large flower frog that's a cage with the pins in the bottom, on top of an Anchor Hawking charm teacup, and then a really cool piece of uranium. This is the clover leaf pattern, and look at that. It actually has clover leaves going around the outside. This was made yet again by Hazel Atlas. I just love Hazel Atlas glass. And look at that. How awesome is that sherbet? So of course that had to go in my St. Patrick's Day display. I think that's so fun. I really like the idea of all this glass kind of stacked together. It's just very cool. And then the last piece in my display that I want to share today is this really neat piece of uranium that belonged to my great-grandmother. This is her refrigerator dish, and it is a Hawking refrigerator dish, and boy does this thing glow. So let me get to the magic and turn off all the lights and let this puppy glow. All right guys, are you ready? I'm excited. This is going to be so much fun. Let's light it up. Whoa, look at that. Holy cow. This glass glows like nobody's business. Holy moly. I just love uranium glass. I think it is so cool. And this little clover leaf thing just glows like crazy. I mean, it is just amazing to me to watch this glow. Now in the future, I hope to get a little black light underneath the cabinet there, so all of this can just glow at night, because that would be so magical. So this is my St. Patrick's Day display, all decked out, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. I sure enjoyed showing it to you. So that's it for me. Well guys, that's it for this video. A big shout out and thank you to Erin and Cyndi for hosting this fabulous collaboration. I always enjoy participating in the open collabs because they're just so much fun to do, and I love seeing everybody else's video. Now, if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me. What are you doing? My Instagram is vintage_and_vinyl, and I share some fun behind the scenes content as well as vinyl that I can't play here on YouTube, so you don't want to miss that. And I hope to see you on Instagram before my next video. So as always, I hope you will stay in, stay safe, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye now.